Welcome to the Safe Staffing Programme bite-sized video on the sections of the Health and Care Staffing Scotland Act that cover appropriate staffing and staff training and qualifications. Section 7 states that any person who provides a care service must ensure that at all times suitably qualified and competent individuals are working in the care service in such numbers as are appropriate for the health, well-being and safety of service users, the provision of safe and high-quality care, and insofar as it affects either of those matters, the well-being of staff. The new legislation does not impose specific staffing levels, so when determining what constitutes appropriate staffing levels, Section 7 tells us that care services should consider the nature of the care service, so that would be care at home, residential care or another type of support service, the size of the care service, so this could be the size of the premises or the geographical area the service operates in, the aims and objectives they're working to. These are the aims and objectives that were agreed at the point of registration with the Care Inspectorate, and the number of people experiencing care and the needs of those people. The Act defines workers in a care service in Section 11. This includes working for payment or as a volunteer, working under a contract of service or apprenticeship, a contract for services or otherwise than under a contract. This would include, for example, employees of the care service, agency and other temporary or contract workers, self-employed workers, those on apprenticeship schemes and other earn-as-you-learn schemes who are employed by the care service, all volunteers. There's lots of useful information about supporting volunteers on the Volunteer Scotland website. There's a tips and templates section that is particularly helpful. Section 8 of the Act states that any person who provides a care service must ensure that individuals working in that care service receive appropriate training for the work they are to perform and suitable assistance, including time off work, for the purpose of obtaining further qualifications appropriate to their work. There is a learning resource on TURAS, the Knowledge and Skills Framework for Health and Care Staffing in Scotland. Level 1 is the informed level, which is suitable for all staff and provides a foundation level of knowledge of the legislative requirements and workload and workforce planning. Level 2 is the skilled level, which is aimed at senior carers, nurses and team leaders. A suite of 4 modules looks at the legislative requirements and a clear understanding of workload and workforce planning methodology. Level 3 is the enhanced level, which is aimed at managers of services. This offers a more in-depth consideration of the requirements of the Act and workload and workforce planning methodology. Level 4 is aimed at senior leaders, managers and quality assurance staff. At the time of this video, this level was a work in progress. There are other learning resources available on the Safe Staffing Programme Hub page. The Safe Staffing Programme page on the Hub has a landing page, then separate pages for adults, children and young people, and early learning and childcare. There are downloadable posters for services to print and display, which are detailed on this slide. There are also recordings of webinars, general guidance, a link to the staffing method framework, and we have distributed guidance cards which detail different sections of the Act. Some have QR codes to other relevant guidance. These cards have been made into a SWAY document available on our Hub page. There are further bite-sized videos available on the Safe Staffing Programme Hub page. Thank you for listening.